Good morning, class 12 students. Subject Economics, chapter number 8, Human Capital, lecture number 1. So, in this chapter, we'll discuss about sources of human capital, what is human capital, how human capital is made in a country. So, these all aspects we are going to study in our chapter. So the very first concept of this chapter is human capital formation. Human capital formation means how human capital is formed. What is the definition of human capital formation? See, human capital formation is the process of acquiring and increasing the number of persons who have skill, education, and experience which are essential for economic and political development of a country. That means if a person has proper skill, knowledge, ability, education, experience, that person is the human capital of a country. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. You all are studying. Fine. Everybody possesses some skills. Fine. You are the capital of a nation. You are capital of our country. You are capital of India. But your skills are not properly developed. You are getting the education. You are educated. Once you develop the proper skills and experience, you will be human capital of a country. See, I am saying you are a human capital of a country. Wow, that's amazing to hear that yes, we are human capital of a country. But you do nothing. After completing your 12th or after completing your graduation, you just sit at home. What? So, you are useless. You are, कहते हैं ना धरती पे बोझ kind of stuff. You are that person. So until and unless you are not serving the economy, you are not contributing anything to the economic development of a nation, you are of no use. You are not the capital. You are a debt of a country. आप country की capital नहीं हो, आप country का liability हो, आप country की debt हो. Are you getting this point? Farmer. Now can you tell me, farmer plowing the land, is he a human capital? Yes. The most important human capital of a country, most important member or the prestigious person of the society, farmer. Yes, he is the human capital. Now you will say, ma'am, उसके पास skills तो हैं, उसके पास experience तो है, he don't have an education, proper education. So how can we say that farmer is the human capital? See, education doesn't mean that you need to have a degree. Education doesn't mean that you need to pass from a CBSE affiliated school. This is not the education is. You will realize जो farmers होते हैं ना, ठीक है, वो भी अपने टाइम में सरकारी स्कूल में गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में 5th तक 10th तक पढ़े हुए हैं. फाइन, बिकॉज उनके टाइम पे इतनी ही फैसिलिटी थी. अगर हम एज के हिसाब से देखें तो जो बहुत एज में होते हैं, सो दे अकॉर्डिंग टू द फैसिलिटी विच वर प्रोवाइडेड टू देम, दे आर वेल इक्विप्ड. Fine. So human capital formation is the process of increasing and acquiring the number of persons who have skill, education and experience which are essential for the economical and political development of a country. A nation's true wealth is neither in land nor in water nor in forest, nor in mines, nor in flocks, nor in dollars, but its wealth lies in happy men, happy women, and happy children. Although it is written, written theory, but if we go according to the morals and ethics, true wealth of a nation lies in the happy population. If your population is happy, if your country people are happy, they'll contribute more and more to the progress of the country. Human capital is undoubtedly super biological computer. It enables thinking process. See, we start analyzing things. At some point of time, we are stuck with some choices, we are stuck with some problems. We start analyzing. Okay, this can be done. Okay, this can't be done. Okay, these are the resources. Okay, I can go for that. So we develop a thinking process. Man has head start over other species. Men are rational in their decision making. It is, see, you are economics student, and in economics our first assumption is that every producer, every consumer is rational in his behavior. Human requires education. Human needs skill. So human capital formation, it requires that the people must be literate, educated, skilled. In order to become more efficient and productive, people should be trained, skilled, and professionally qualified. Fine. So productive. If you want to be productive, if you want to be, it is rightly said that average overall lifetime earning of a graduate is more than a matriculate. That means, see, now you will say that, ma'am, there are many businessmen जो school dropper हैं, but still they are millionaires and billionaires. So you will just say कि they are earning handsome amount. See, it's their hard work. I agree with you. It's their hard work, it's their luck, it's their destiny. But every time this is not possible. That you drop out the school and now you will think that you will become the Ratan Tata. Not possible. So human capital refers to the skills, competencies, and knowledge possessed by individuals. The skills, the competencies, the knowledge which you have, that makes human capital. These skills and competencies include both cognitive skills such as literacy, numeracy, and non-cognitive skills such as ability to get along with others. So non-cognitive skills such as ability to get along with others. That means अगर आप लड़ाई झगड़ा ज़्यादा करते हो, you can't mix with the people, आप बातें ट्रांसफ़र करते हो, आप those kind of चुगली kind of चीज़ें अगर आप लोग करते हो, that doesn't suit to a person who is graduate, who has skills, who have competencies. We all are studying in a better place, we all are getting the better facilities, we all are efficient. So these things that you are not social with people, you are creating fights among students, you are creating fights with the people, with your friends. These things doesn't suit to a human capital source. Fine. Next is physical capital. Consists of human-made goods such as buildings and machines used to produce other goods and services. See, physical capital means which can be touched, which can be felt, which is used for the production of another goods and services. Example of this would be using a swing as opposed to swing it by hand, or in car manufacturing plant, the robots that assist in putting the cars together. See, if you have a machinery, all the manufacturing plants, they all are put together in a physical capital. Fine. So physical capital is needed to make use of physical resources. The economic development of a country is possible by only when there is optimum utilization of physical and human resources. Physical capital already purchased items that are used to produce new products. Example, tractors for producing crops, machines for producing cars, manufacturing plants. They all are included in physical capital. Fine. So, physical capital includes a building, factory, machinery, raw material, plants. That is all included in physical capital. The physical capital formation is mainly an economic and technical process. Physical capital, the stock of tools, the stock of raw material. The ownership of physical capital is the outcome of conscious decision of the owner. Typically, this increases the productivity since you can do more of X and more time is freed up to pursue a Y. Its accumulation is quite important for the economic growth. The stock of tools including machines, structure and equipments, human capital, productive knowledge and skills that workers acquire through education, training and experience. So there is a difference between physical capital and human capital. See, physical capital can be built through imports, but human capital formation is to be done through conscious policy formulation. Physical capital is the outcome of conscious decision of owner and is mainly an economical and technical process. But formation of human capital is partly a social process and partly a conscious decision of the processor of the human capital. So, can I say that physical capital depreciates over time, but human capital depreciates only when there is lack in education and health. Fine. फिजिकल कैपिटल में देखो मॉनेटरी टर्म्स में डिप्रिसिएशन होता है, बट ह्यूमन कैपिटल में अगर हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है, एजुकेशन में लैक देयर इज अ लैक इन एजुकेशन, तो देयर it deteriorates your human capital. Fine. So today we have discussed human capital and physical capital. Read your chapter properly and we'll continue the further lectures.